Test, test. That should be working. Whew, my God. I had a Streamlabs update. So first of all, I had to update that Streamlabs, of course, which took a few minutes. So I'm sorry for being a little bit late, just 2 minutes late. And then I had to change my settings according to Streamlabs. So hopefully everything is working right now. Hopefully the screens are not messed up or anything like that. But I just had to change a few settings with regards to the mic, so I hope everything is working, but it seems to be working on my end. So yeah, let me know if there is any issue or not. I'm going to put the microphone a little bit further away from my beautiful face so that I'm not shouting in your ears, which of course should not be the case. All right, who do we have in here today? Who do we have in here today? That is actually something I would like to, I'm not sure if YouTube has that function or has that, like, what do you call it? Opportunity? Huh, wait a second. Insert ad? That's funny. Can I insert an ad? I didn't know that. And I can, according to YouTube, I can also create a highlight video. Not entirely sure what that means. And I can add a stream marker. Huh. Well, those are some new options, or potentially new options. Didn't see them before. Anyways, let me know if you're in here, and let's see if we can talk about a few interesting things today, shall we? I'll first talk a little bit about next week, and then I'll just go into the charts to look at some technical analysis. What's up, Gurvinder? How you're doing? I am doing fine. I am doing very fine. How are you doing? Did you already start the course, by the way, the program? I didn't see if you had started already. So I know that a few people have started, and I already have some feedback from the program. But yeah, very much looking forward to hearing your opinion about the program too. So let me know. And yeah, let me know as well how you are doing. I am doing today, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well, actually. Yeah, doing pretty well. I'm going to talk a little bit about next week, because next week I'm going to take a week off. It's been a while since I've taken a week off. I think it's been like, I don't know, probably like since September, since I started this YouTube channel, that I haven't really taken, well, almost not even a day off. Usually I do work during the weekends too, or at least I do some kind of work. I don't do as much work as I do during the week. But yeah, there are not a lot of days that I do not work. So I definitely wanted to take a week off because there are a lot of things that I want to really think about with regards to like my business, my future, like Discord, the programs I have, the future plans I have, like when I want to get an assistant, stuff like that. So I also need kind of like more time to think during the week, if you will, because a lot of the times I'm just preparing videos and I'm in the Discord and I'm doing research on stocks and I'm sharing that stuff with my Discord premium members, and I make new videos for the technical analysis program like I did today. So there are just a lot of things that I'm doing every day, and often I just work from, well, not early in the morning, but like in the morning to like late in the evening. So usually I don't really have time to think about my actual strategies, about my future plans. So that's definitely something I do want to do in the future. I do want to have, probably every day, have like a moment to reflect a little bit about how things are going, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what I could improve, and also where I'm going exactly. So yeah, those are some of the things I'm going to be thinking about next week. I'm just going to name some topics I'm going to actually think about. If you have any suggestions for me to think about next week, like, I don't know, live streams or whatever. Live streams, by the way, is also one thing I need to think about. You already have it in my, I don't even think I have it in my list, by the way, live streams. So one thing I'm going to think about is my pathway, if you will, for the future. I'm going to think about what kind of steps I'm going to take to realize my goal of basically creating more general content and being able to go to universities, schools, companies to talk a little bit about investing in a more general way. Because right now I'm making quite specific videos that has a reason, because I think that in that way people are way more likely to find my videos. But in the future, in the long term, in like a year or potentially probably longer even, I want to start making more general content, and I want to start educating people on a more general basis, if you will. So I need to a pathway from here, where I'm right now, to that goal. Basically what I'm going to do this year and probably next year too. So I also need to create more time for myself to think every day. I want to think a little bit more about when I'm going to get an assistant to do like the editing stuff, or like the subtitles for my videos, stuff like that I don't personally have to do, because I do have to do the videos, of course. I do have to record, well, I don't have to record the videos, but I do need to come up with the content, and I need to like be on the video, you know? So that is something I need to do, but some other things like editing, like subtitles, like other stuff, those are tasks that basically everyone can, well, everyone, but a lot of people can do. So that is something that I'll be looking forward to in the future. I'm going to think a little bit more about my Discord strategy. Right now I have a free Discord channel, which you can join by going to nesami.com/discord. But there's also a premium membership. If you go to nesami.com/member, you can join the premium membership. But right now I'm not really promoting it that much just yet. I want to promote that a little bit better. I want to create a better community too. So I want to basically improve the whole Discord strategy, the whole premium membership. Right now, I think there's a lot of value already, but I think it could be improved even further. And I think I can do a better job to communicate these benefits of the Discord premium membership to everyone out there. So that is something I'm going to think about next week. The technical analysis program strategy. Right now I do have a technical analysis program. If you go to nesami.com/TA, you're going to be able to find more information about that. But I do have that program, and what I want to think about is what I am going to do with like promoting it, marketing it, improving it. I'm already improving it, but yeah, mostly the marketing part is definitely something I want to think about too. I want to think about the videos on YouTube, for example, especially the videos I do on Wednesday, because a few weeks ago I decided to basically do videos about European stocks. But the thing is, I noticed that there are not a lot of people who are watching the videos for European stocks, and YouTube doesn't really help me out either, because yeah, YouTube acknowledges that not a lot of people are watching them, so they're not really pushing those videos, pushing that kind of content to the audience, to the broader audience. And that usually results in just like 200 views in for a certain video about European stocks, which is okay, of course. I mean, it's fine, but the problem is I want to use those time slots, I want to use those videos in the best way possible to reach the highest amount of people, to provide the most amount of value to people. So I kind of need to rethink what I'm going to do exactly during those Wednesday videos. I'm likely just going to go back to providing normal value and normal content, normal videos, like things about my stocks, my cryptos, for example, that I hold, some more deeper research with regards to those stocks, to those cryptos, instead of focusing more on European stocks, which I don't even own myself. So that's something to think about too. A different thing is a mission statement. I want to come up with a mission statement, basically a like short story, or not entirely sure what kind of format is going to be, but I want to think about what my mission is exactly. Well, I kind of know what my mission is, but I think a lot of people out there, my audience, my subscribers, my followers, don't really know what my mission is, what my strategy, or what my mission is, what my goals are, if you will. So that's something I'm going to think about too. And what I just basically included in this list is the live streams, because right now, what I usually do during these live streams is I don't really prepare anything. I just go live and I talk with you out there who are watching this right now, of course. And I just basically talk a little bit about like stocks and cryptocurrencies and like the whole investing world, things like things like that are going on in this space right now. But I want to have a more specific strategy, because I do notice that usually we don't really have a lot of viewers during these live streams. And I do want to be able to provide enough value. So the thing is, if not a lot of people are watching these live streams, I maybe should spend my time in a better way, or I should find a I should find a way that is more valuable to you as a viewer. What I mean is that I want to basically provide as much value as I can. But the thing is, if I just come up here and just like 10 or 20 people are watching the live stream, I can't really provide that much value to that many people. So I kind of need to think a little bit more about what I want to do during the live streams, how I can create a lot of value for you out there, for you, the viewers, and yeah, basically to utilize my time and your time as well in the best way possible. So those are some things I'm going to think about. Some of the things, that's quite a list actually. That is the entire list of things that I'm going to take a look at and think about next week. So that's going to be exciting. And again, if you have any suggestions for me with regards to the topics I've just been mentioning, then definitely let me know either via here, via a comment, or in Discord, or via email, support@nesami.com, or whatever. And also, if you have any suggestions for other things that I did not include in this list just yet, then definitely let me know too, because yeah, it's always good to think about as many things as possible, I suppose, especially if these are important things. So I think that was basically everything I wanted to say about next week. So again, I'm not going to upload any videos. I think tomorrow, Friday, is going to be the last day that I'm going to be uploading videos. And then I'm going to take the weekend off. I'll yeah, do a little bit of work, but probably not upload any videos during the weekend. And then from about like the 24th until the 31st of May, I'm going to be away. I'm not going to be home. So I'll yeah, not be even able to upload videos. So that's basically it. That is basically it. I'm just going to recheck the data. Yeah, exactly. So until the 31st of May, I probably will not be uploading any videos. And I'll be back on the 1st of June, of course. And tomorrow will be the last day of uploading. All right, cool. So let's get into the chat. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? How are we doing today? So we've got some people in here. We've got ABC. What's up, ABC? We've got Gurvinder. What's up, sir? We've got Bruno, hello sir, and JJ, TBGY News. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's see, where do we start with? I suppose we start with Gurvinder's question. Please tell your input on meme coins like SafeMoon, Shiba, Dogecoin, and StemStock for the long-term hold like 4 to 5 years. Yeah, so with regards to the meme coins, I don't really spend a lot of time on those. We can actually go to a Dogecoin for a second. Actually, SafeMoon, SafeMusk. What? What is this? SafeMoon. Is this actually available on Uniswap right now? Oh, interesting. What's up, Richard Branson? Thank you for the subscription, or for following, or whatever you want to call it. And let's also check out, let's just go to Dogecoin. I'll just give you my thoughts about this. So I don't spend a lot of time thinking or even analyzing these meme coins. I don't trade them. I don't hold any. I'm staying away from these as much as possible because I want to focus on the coins that actually do matter. And now that might be a little bit of a harsh statement for these coins, but honestly, I don't really think that things like SafeMoon or Shiba probably have a lot of future. Now, again, I didn't spend time analyzing these, so maybe I could be entirely wrong, and maybe these meme coins are going to be turning into something bigger than I thought they would be, so I could be very wrong there. And that is also the case for Dogecoin. I have not done any analysis on Dogecoin, any serious analysis. And yeah, we can, of course, look at the chart, for example, but I don't really think it's worth my time. Now, again, do keep in mind that Dogecoin could, in the end, become some kind of currency or some kind of important cryptocurrency, especially if a person like Elon Musk is actually taking Dogecoin seriously. Because he was, of course, talking about working with the Dogecoin developers, and then the Dogecoin developers basically said, no, we are not talking with Elon Musk, and we basically like the Dogecoin as it is right now, so we're not going to change anything. So yeah, so far I don't really take these seriously. I don't spend any time basically analyzing these meme coins, and I don't really think that is a good thing to do. I think it's more important to look at good coins that do actually have value or potential value, that actually do try to yeah, provide people with some value. I do see we are dropping a little bit today, by the way. we went up quite a bit, but now we are dropping back down. It's interesting to see. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin actually went up to the 200 EMA. Now is getting rejected, as we can see. And STEM, you were also talking about STEM. So let's go to my portfolio. And I saw another question about STEM. Did you buy STEM at last? Yes, I did. I know you made a video when it was falling. What is your opinion right now? Yeah, so I've been adding to my position over the last like 1.5 weeks, I think. I think I bought more or less on probably this candlestick or this candlestick on the 7th of May or the 8th of May. I'm not entirely sure. I think like it was like $20 more or less, because I was looking at that in a shorter time frame on the 1 hour chart, and it seemed like a bounce was likely, but we didn't get the bounce. So I started my position there actually. So that was a little bit more than a week ago. I started my position there. It was a relatively small position. It was still like almost like my smallest position back then. And I added a little bit more to my position. Now I don't want to lie, so I might actually just take let's see, can we do this? I'll first do this. So you might know this. I have a Discord premium membership. You can join it by going to nesami.com/member. And what I do is I basically tell the Discord premium members when I buy or when I sell something. And I also told my Discord premium members when I added to my STEM position, for example. And let's see. So on the 13th, let's see if that is true. The 13th of May, I apparently added. So basically on this candlestick, which turned out to be low, I don't know at what price I added, but more or less around like $17 probably. I added to my position, and I still want to add a little bit more to my position. I don't know what kind of position it is right now, but I am looking at the charts to see when I want to add more to my position. I think it's already becoming quite interesting. We do see, if we scroll in a little bit, we do see that we are seemingly in an uptrend potentially right now. Well, you can see this as continuation potentially and not as a local high and a local low, but if it is a continuation, I do kind of think we could see a pullback, and I kind of think we might see it relatively soon because we are very close to the 21 exponential moving average. We are relatively close to this blue box of, resistance in this case, which acted as major support back then. But I do think we could see a little bit more pressure to the downside potentially in the short term. But I do think that I would be adding my last portion of STEM shares. Because the thing is, if we look at the RSI, it looks pretty solid. The EMA trying to go back to the upside. RSI is trading back above the EMA, so I like that. I also, well, I don't really see anything happening here. I also like the fact that the MACD is going back to the upside. I don't like the fact that we don't have a lot of volume right now. The volume is very, very low right now. So that is a little bit meh. That's a little bit marginal. And what else did I want to say? I wanted to say something else. I don't remember anymore. I want to say something. I might get to it later on. So yeah, I have already added, or I have already started a position in STEM. I added more on this dip on the 17th of May, question mark, or the 13th of May, sorry. And then now I want to add my last portion at some moment. So, and yeah, back to the question of Gurvinder about STEM. For the long-term hold, I definitely like it, and that is also the reason why I added it to my portfolio, which honestly doesn't really happen too often. I like the combination of an energy play. I didn't really have a pure energy play, and it is also combined with artificial intelligence. So I wanted to have some AI stocks. And I also, I wanted to have AI stocks, but I didn't really want to have like pure AI stocks. But I do already have some AI stocks like Tesla. I consider that a partial AI stock. I think companies like drones are going to be partial AI stocks. And yeah, STEM, of course, is going to be an AI stock partially as well. Lemonade too, by the way. So yeah, that is also the reason why I wanted to add it, and it was also the reason because I was talking with a a Portuguese guy on this channel. I did an interview with a Portuguese guy who knows a lot about energy, who knows a lot about the green economy, and he was talking about distributed energy, and that is something that STEM is working on too. They're basically trying to distribute the energy instead of having a central place where all the energy is generated. You have a distributed or like decentralized system of energy generation, basically having a lot of small places where energy is generated, and that is what STEM is focusing on. So I like those factors for STEM, and those are some of the reasons I added or I started a position in STEM. Oh, that makes sense. And yeah, again, that is for the longer term, so like 4 to 5 years. JJ says, TPGY news. You mean today, or you mean for the suggestion you just did? So yeah, I don't really have any additional news apart from the videos I've already been uploading about TPGY. And you say, just go over the latest news in the live. Most stock tubers, I like that one. I think I've never heard about that. Stock tuber. So I am a stock tuber. Doesn't really roll off the tongue very easily, but I like it. I like it, stock tuber. So yeah, most stock tubers, I can't even pronounce it well, do that live. Just go over the latest news. Okay, that could be something interesting. I'll write that down. Thank you for the suggestion, JJ. So latest news. All right, that's definitely something that could be interesting. I could put together maybe 15 minutes or potentially even 30 minutes to talk a little bit about the latest news, and yeah, that could be a good one. Thank you. I think that can provide value too, so I like that. And yeah, good one. Thank you. So Bruno said, yeah, I already talked about that, of course. Allegiant says, can you see a chart of CPNG and Palantir? Sure. CPNG. Coupang. That's a recent IPO, right? Coupang. Yeah. So it's really difficult to do technical analysis on a chart that is this young. This only started in March of this year, and I can't really do a lot of technical analysis on this, honestly. So I can't really say a lot of useful stuff about that. The only thing I can say is we are back above the 8 daily exponential moving averages, which is usually good. We did see nice volume at this low, so that is usually a good sign that the low is in, so that could be a solid sign. RSI, yeah, again, this is just not a lot of price action to go off of, but we did see a very low RSI right above or right below the 20 read, which is usually the overbought or oversold territory, and now we're back above the EMA on the RSI. And the MACD is seemingly crossing back to the upside. So yeah, it looks good, but again, don't really trust this TA too much because it's such a young chart. And then you were also talking about Palantir. So let's check out Palantir. Let's see. So I remember doing a video about Palantir a while ago when I was talking about this descending triangle. I was noticing that this was an important box of support back then. And unfortunately, we did go below this box in the end, so we got a little bit lower than the box. Did we go to a massive... No, we didn't really have any relevant price action over here, so we didn't really have any major support level. But yeah, this box was definitely important as support, and now it seems to be acting as a resistance instead, which is very natural. We do have a lot of volume in this region, so I do think this could be definitely the low for a long period of time. If we go to the indicators, it's a little bit neutral in my opinion. I think this is okay-ish, but it's not like super strong or anything like that. I would like to see the RSI going back, basically back to the upside, and the EMA also going to the upside. So this EMA, the exponential moving average, is this white line over here. Stochastics, no signal. MACD is a little bit flip-flopping around too, so no strong signals over there. So what I kind of think is that we might see one more move to the downside and hopefully create a higher low compared to this low over here. So yeah, I'm not sure what the target would be, but potentially go back to like $18.50 or $19, somewhere in between. I would definitely like to see a higher low compared to this low over here. and hopefully then go back to the upside. Indicators, again, are a little bit neutral. Price action is a little bit neutral too. I would start to become way more bullish if we are back above this blue box here. We're going to extend this a little bit to the right so we can see that a little bit better. So I would be way more bullish if we started closing daily candlesticks above this white line, which is the 55 exponential moving average. Then I would kind of target a move, potentially even all the way back up to the previous major, or pretty major resistance level of $31. But so far I'm a little bit neutral. In the very short term, slightly bearish. In the longer term, in the next coming weeks, months, neutral to slightly bullish. And yeah, that is basically my analysis for now. What are your thoughts regarding Apxt? At this point, share price seems very undervalued for what you previously posted a few months ago. Yeah, so let's actually pull up that sheet, because it's been a while since I pulled up that sheet. Just a little side note, by the way. Hey, that's interesting. Portfolio analysis, back valuations, is this one? Yeah, this is the one. So just a little side note here, because as you might have known, as you might have seen, I'm not really doing a lot of SPAC valuation videos anymore. Has a few reasons. Of course, we do see right now that we are basically in a SPAC bear market. Not a lot of people are interested in SPACs anymore in general. So they aren't really watching SPAC valuation videos either. So that is basically the reason why I went from, I think, 3 videos on SPAC valuations per week to basically 1 video per week on Sunday. And yeah, that is what I'm currently doing. Now this Sunday I probably won't upload because I'm taking the week off. But that's basically the reason for which I'm not uploading a lot of SPAC valuation videos anymore. But you're asking about Apxt, so I'm trying to figure out where, yeah, over here. So my valuation analysis for Apxt was a price between like $15.80 and $19.70, with a midpoint valuation of about $17.75. Currently we are trading at $10.18. So yeah, that would mean, of course, that we would be undervalued. Now let's actually go to that video. And by the way, you can also have access to this sheet that I created. If you go to, let's actually go there, nesami.com/discord, you can just join this for free. You can just leave your name, leave your email address, then you're going to be given access to the Discord. And when you're in the Discord, you can go to the SPACs channel, then you can go to the pinned messages, and there you're going to find this one. Yeah, this one over here, the Google Docs, and there you're going to find all these SPAC valuation videos. So let's, nope, you gotta stop talking. Hopefully you didn't hear that, by the way. And let's see, let's go to the investor presentation for a second. Don't want to spend too much time because I do see quite some other questions in here. So I want to very briefly check out their revenue because I don't really remember their revenue situation. Yeah, okay, so they did have some revenue already, so they are a little bit on the safer side, if you will, compared to some other SPACs. So that's pretty good. And let's check out the current valuation. So it would be around 1.7 billion in enterprise value, with a revenue of 148 million in 2020, but 193 in 2021. So yeah, honestly, I don't think this is cheap, or I don't think this is expensive. I do think we could see some more upside. But again, keep in mind the whole SPAC market is kind of in a bear market, if you will. Let's actually take a look at the current chart. The whole SPAC market is in a bear market, so a lot of people, a lot of investors are not really looking a lot at valuations right now. But again, I personally, honestly, really honestly do think it is undervalued, and I definitely see this up in like a year or two or whatever, potentially earlier, of course, but it depends a little bit on how long this SPAC bear market is going to last. Hope that is clear. Ridgely. See Ridgely. What's up, Mohammed? Hey, Nesami, what do you think about Clover? And what are your thoughts about the Michael Burry Tesla short? Ooh, yeah. Clover, no real opinion about the fundamentals of the company. I haven't really looked into this company. I haven't really done any SPAC valuation video for this one either, I believe. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So honestly, I don't really have a lot of opinions about the valuation. I don't really have a lot of opinions about the fundamentals of this company. I can only have a little bit of an opinion about the technical analysis, even though we don't have a lot of price action here, of course. So right now we did create a lower low compared to the previous lows. That doesn't look too good. We're still below the 8 daily exponential moving average. The RSI is still below the EMA. The MACD is still below the signal line. So I am not bullish just yet. I can imagine that this is undervalued according to the investor presentation, but I don't know. I don't really know. According to technical analysis, so far I'm not bullish just yet. I would first like to see a daily candlestick closure above the 8 daily exponential moving average, but preferably also a uptrend, so basically meaning a higher low in the future and a higher high in the future potentially as well. So I wouldn't mind. Let's actually pull up an arrow. Is this the arrow that I want? No, I want an arrow path. Where is my arrow path? Path, yeah, exactly. So I would prefer to see something like this, more or less, where we see, let's click here, where we see a high, then a higher low compared to this low over here, and then a higher high compared to this high over here. I would like to see that first in the future before I actually get bullish about Clover. And what are your thoughts about the Michael Burry Tesla short? I think it's very short-sighted, no pun intended. I think Michael Burry is a little bit focused too much on the short term of Tesla. I don't think he's focusing a lot on the longer term of Tesla. I believe his argument was that Tesla is just profitable because they are getting money from the regulatory credits, and that the business in itself is not a profitable business. I think, again, that he is focusing on the short term, and I don't think, he's focusing on what Tesla is going to do in like 5 years' time, when they hopefully have rolled out their autonomous driving, for example. So in the short term, can it make sense? Yeah, maybe. I mean, with the whole Bitcoin situation right now, it can definitely make sense. Maybe people start to think that Elon Musk is starting to get distracted from all this, from this entire crypto situation. So maybe in the short term it does go down. Let's actually quickly pull up Tesla because I haven't really looked at it. Yeah, so okay. Let's check out indicators. So far I don't really have a strong opinion. It's kind of like a little bit similar to the chart of Clover. Funnily enough, we see the indicators still, like the RSI still below EMA, MACD still below signal line, still below a daily exponential moving average. Not a lot of volume just yet. So yeah, in the very short term, I don't really have a lot of opinions about this stock, but I don't know. I don't know if I like the short. I think it's not a good short, honestly, objectively speaking, technical analysis wise, valuation wise. Fundamentally wise, I don't really think it's a beautiful short, honestly. But hey, I don't have like $534 million. So Michael Burry, by the way, is, I see one question about that from César. What's up, César? Michael Burry is the guy from The Big Short who made a lot of money shorting the market when the crisis was going on in 2008. But yeah, I honestly think it's a negative expected value for a short like that. Okay, thank you. Let's talk Tesla. What's your price prediction for the end of this year? General opinion about the company and today's price. Well, funnily enough, we already talked a little bit about that. Price prediction for the end of the year. So, yeah, difficult. I really struggle with questions like that because I don't know what is going to happen in the next coming months, you know? I can maybe say that like in 5 years, I think that, well, I don't really have specific price targets for Tesla actually, but at the end of this year, well, let's think. So what is going to happen? They're likely going to focus a little bit more on crypto. Potentially they're even going to do crypto mining via their power walls. They are likely going to provide more information about autonomous driving. So there are some potential bullish catalysts. They are probably going to do another like special Tesla day later this year. So that's probably going to provide some catalysts back to the upside. I honestly think we will be higher than where we are right now. Do I think we're going to go back to the previous all-time high? We could definitely do that. Right now, the technical analysis suggests, let's go to the weekly chart for a second. I definitely think we can go back to the previous all-time high. Let's see, so the weekly 21 EMA, this could be an important level of support, by the way. I could definitely see this going back to the previous all-time high of almost $900 per share at the end of this year. That seems to be a solid target for the end of this year. So that is basically a like 50% increase from where we are right now. So let's keep it at that. $900 at the end of this year. That's my target. What's your opinion about DNMR? Is it like Danimer Scientific? Yeah, it is. I honestly don't know the company, but I, for some reason, know the... Does ARK Invest have a position in Danimer? Let's go to cathysark.com. Let's go to cathysark.com combined. Because I kind of think they have, but I'm not sure. No, they don't. Okay. So why do I know about this company? I have no idea, honestly. I don't know why I know the company, and I don't really know anything about the company. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of this company. A little Idris. Great name. So can't really say too much about that. Valuation-wise, I see it has a market cap of 1.8 billion. So let's see if Yahoo Finance also says the same thing. So let's see, we are talking about DNMR. So let's go here. Market cap is 1.8 billion. Yeah, okay. So market cap wise, it seems to be a company that is still like in the starting phase, in the early phase. I can imagine that they aren't really doing a lot of revenue just yet. Let's see, let's go to quarterly over here. Can you even see this? So according to TradingView, they only had $13 million in revenue in Q1. So maybe check out their Q1 filing. I'm not going to go through their Q1 right now, but I can imagine that the company is just starting out. And if this is like a biotechnology company, let's go to quickly Danimer Scientific. The future of plastics. Okay, interesting. Okay. Biotechnology company, yeah, exactly. So if they're in the early stages, and if this is basically, if the valuation is based on the future performance of this company, then I even don't have I just don't really have a strong opinion about this company. Definitely check out the Q1 filing, Q1 results from just a few days ago, if you want to know a little bit more about that. And let's just check out what we can talk about with regards to technical analysis. So I'm just going to draw a few lines that seemingly are important. Is this an important one? Let's see. We don't really have a lot of important lines. I do think this is a quite important level 2. I do think this could be an important level 2. And this one, more or less. Yeah, sort of. Okay, so I think that these are the most important lines, most important levels to go off of. Right now, I think that it's good to see that we are back above the 8 and the 13 daily exponential moving average. I do think we are likely to get some resistance from the 21 EMA, which is this purple line over here. So we could definitely see in the very short term, like in the next coming week or weeks, plural, we could definitely see a little bit of a downside movement. I wouldn't mind seeing this going back down a little bit to like more or less like $17.50 more or less, and then go back to the upside. If that happens, I would be more bullish about this stock. Right now, I'm a little bit more neutral. I do think if we're going to see a higher low compared to this low, and if we're going to see a higher high compared to this high, then I would be more bullish about this. Now, let's also take a look at the indicators. Indicators look pretty solid for a reversal, a potential reversal. The RSI is back above the EMA. EMA is crossing back to the upside, so that's pretty good. I would like to see the RSI come back down to the EMA, use it as support, and then go back up. With regards to the stochastics, yeah, could be interpreted as a buy signal over here, but not the strongest one. And MACD is crossing back to the upside. So honestly, with regards to technical analysis, I'm slightly bullish, actually. I'm slightly bullish, but yeah, I would like to see a confirmed reversal with regards to the trend, so that we see an uptrend. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I do think we could see a potential reversal coming up in the next coming weeks or months. Cesar says, hey Wiebe, hey Wiebe, just finished the course and extremely happy with the content for the money. Thank you, man. I'll probably run through it a few more times and practice, but for now, it gives me the info that I didn't have before. Awesome, that's good to hear, Cesar. And you probably, I think you already answered my question in Discord, so thank you for that. I'll take a look later on. But good to hear that you are happy, extremely happy even with the content for the money, so that's really good to hear. I might ask you some more questions to get some more feedback. But yeah, thank you a lot for the feedback for now. That's really good to hear. And yeah, again, if you haven't seen the email just yet, or if you haven't seen the Discord just yet, I added 4 more videos today. So not sure if you already finished those videos too. Just some short videos. But yeah, definitely some more content coming up in the next coming weeks too, because I will definitely be adding more content to the TA program. But yeah, good to hear. I sold off TTCF, I suppose, and Beyond Meat to buy more Palantir, Coinbase, CRISPR, CMLF, and Twist. Okay, awesome, cool. Today I'm actually going to, you're talking about TTCF probably, right? Because yeah, TTCF or TTF is probably not a big company. Funnily enough, I'm going to make a video about TTCF today. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the fundamentals, the Q1 results, and also the technical analysis. And in short, I can tell you that I'm going to suggest that I like it. So yeah, to buy more Palantir, okay, I think that can make sense. Coinbase, I think that can make sense too. CRISPR, yeah, still wonder what CRISPR is going to do. Of course, right now it's more or less an idea instead of a fully fledged company. But I do like the prospects of this company in the long term. And this is definitely a long-term company. This is not really a company that you want to swing trade or anything like that, because I think you might have to wait multiple years, potentially 5 years, or potentially even more. CMLF, I'm not sure. Is that the stock that ARK Invest is buying every single day right now? Let's actually go to Kathy's ARK again, because there's one stock that they are buying every single day, and it is a SPAC too. Let's see. Combined CM. Nope. C. Come on, man. Let me freaking CMLF. Yeah, there you go. I haven't looked into this company. Wait, Semaphore. Wait. Which company was that again? Were they adding to this? No, it was a different company then. They were adding to some kind of spec. Like every single day they added a little bit more. Like CMII or something, I guess. Let's see if we can find CMII. CMII? No, well, whatever. It doesn't really... Or no, I don't know. Anyways, I see that ARK Invest has it. Semaphore, I did notice the company, but I didn't really go into the company. Advancing healthcare company, intelligence. Yeah, okay. So they're really based on data, right? Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, it could be a very interesting company, and right now it does seem to be cheap, of course, and could potentially be lining up for a reversal too. And Twist, that is a biotechnology company too, right? Yeah, I don't really know anything about this company either. I don't really know anything, but yeah, seems like a potential opportunity for sure. Can you look at SoFi? Oh, I need to go faster, man. Whoa, we have a lot of questions. We had a lot of oh my god, I need to go way faster. Okay, let's try to go faster. What's up, Kai? Can you look at SoFi? Recently merged. They haven't merged yet, right? Oh, sorry. Recently released earnings. Sorry. Recently released earnings. That's good. Actually, that's pretty interesting, because right now we seemingly are going to potentially close a daily candlestick above the resistance, and that is usually a pretty good sign. Now, there's not a lot of volume. Well, there's solid volume, not a lot of volume just yet, but it doesn't seem to be bad. I think if we close a daily candlestick especially above like $18.50, I would be way more bullish. But also if we close above like $18.20, I'd already be kind of bullish. I do think this will go higher. Indicators seem pretty good. Yeah, seem pretty good, honestly. So I kind of think we do see more upside in the next coming weeks. So I like that. I'm kind of thinking about what kind of targets I would put to that. Potentially even this level more or less, which seems to be one of the more important targets. And I'm trying to figure out if there are more important targets. Not really, not really. I think this is one of the most important ones, and this is probably pretty important too. And this is probably pretty important too. And right now, in the past, this has been important too. Okay, so yeah, I do think there's not a lot of price action. Let's turn on the volume profile. Yeah, exactly. So we don't really see a lot of price action over here, which can definitely mean that we could see a very quick move back to the previous resistance level of more or less $22.80. So I would not be surprised to see that happening in the next coming weeks, honestly. I like it. Have we gone through TPGY already? No, but I don't really have any specific additional thoughts apart from the videos I've already released. I can't really do any technical analysis right now because the fundamentals are taking over right now, and yeah, we just have to wait until we see an extension from TPGY or not. So yeah, no further thoughts. Bro, big fan of Ethereum buying price point, share me. Wait, what? Bro, big fan Ethereum buying price point, share me. That is awesome. What's up, Rush Deep? That's one of the most concise questions and most concise like comments I've ever seen, probably. First of all, bro, big fan. Oh, bro, hi, what's up? Big fan, great, thank you, good to hear. Ethereum, all right, that's your topic of the question, very good. Buying, okay, you want to buy Ethereum, very well. Price point, you want a price point, very well. Share me, you want me to share your price point of Ethereum, very well, so you can buy. Oh, that's awesome. Anyways, let's go to Coinbase. Now let's actually go to crypto here. Then let's go to Ethereum. Price points, share me. Yeah, difficult. So do I think we have seen the lows? That is a very difficult question, honestly, for me right now. I honestly kind of think that we might have seen the low right now. I do think we can bounce back up. I haven't really analyzed this thoroughly, so I'm just going to go through a few things on the fly. Now, this is one of the things that I like a lot, honestly. We are on the RSI right now on a daily chart, and what you can see is that every time we went to this level of 40, more or less, we kind of saw that that was the low. We had a level of 40 over here, which was, well, basically over here. We had a level of 40 over here, which also was a very low point. We had another level of 40 over here, which was this major low, and we had another level of 40 over here, which was this major low. So far, those major lows on the RSI have definitely indicated a big, what do you call it, bottom. So that could be a very nice signal for Ethereum bottoming right here and now. Now, if we go into the price action, we can see that this is a pretty solid support level, which I already had in for a while now, created by this top in place over here. So we kind of, we kind of closed our previous candlestick of yesterday around that level, and right now we are going back to the upside. And right now we seem to be trapped a little bit between the 55 EMA, which is this white line over here, and the support level of 2500 more or less. So you're asking for a price point. I kind of think that if you want to be conservative, I would probably wait for a daily candlestick closure above the 55 EMA, which right now is hovering around $2,825 more or less. But yeah, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, above like 2850, 2860 more or less, if we see a daily candlestick closure above that level, I honestly think we have seen the low and we can go back up. So yeah, that is basically my thought. And if you want to be not conservative, then I think that this can already be an important, or this could already be a nice low. Of course, that's not financial advice, and of course, technical analysis doesn't work in 100% of the cases. But what you can do if you're not entirely sure is you can kind of dollar cost average. You can basically say, okay, I want to spend like, I don't know, $1,000 on Ethereum, and I'm going to buy 333 now. I'm going to wait for a week, and I'm going to add 1/3 of that $1,000 later on, and then I'm going to wait another week or another like 2 weeks, and then add the rest of my position. So that is a possible plan for you, Rajdeep, to get into Ethereum. Hope that helps. What do you think about, what do you think, says little Idris, what do you think, which method is a good way to learn technical analysis? How did you study? I studied in multiple ways. I spent a lot of time on YouTube, just watching free videos, of course, on YouTube. I probably spent like, well, hundreds of hours. I probably like 200 plus, maybe probably even 300 plus hours of YouTube. So that is a way, if you want to spend, if you don't mind spending a lot of time and doing it for free, that is definitely one way you can do it. But yeah, take into account, it takes a lot of time. Of course, you can also take my technical analysis program. Great moment to plug my technical analysis program. But I recently released this one a few weeks ago. Today I actually added a few courses, or I added a few topics. But if you go to nesami.com/ta, then you can check out what the entire course is about. This is mainly meant for beginners, so keep in mind this is for beginners, and right now it is at $78, but I'm likely going to raise that price in the future because the course is going to be more valuable over time because I'm adding more and more videos. So that is another way you can study, of course. You're also asking me what I did. Well, apart from doing YouTube videos, I also did Crown's Crypto Caves videos. Crown is, I'll actually go to his channel, Crown's Crypto Cave. Now, according to my personal opinion, this is probably one of the best technical analysis channels out there because this was actually a professional trader on the stock exchange of New York Arca. And he was a professional trader, and now he is a professional, well, semi-retired crypto professional trader. But he creates multiple videos a day, or like one live stream a day, and usually one different video too. So I got a lot of value from these videos, and I also did his program, but that one is a little bit more expensive. So we can actually go to his website, because I do want to plug his courses too, because I learned a lot from him. I don't get any money from plugging his courses or promoting his courses, but I do think these are probably the best courses that you can find. If you have a little bit more money, if you're getting very serious about technical analysis, this is definitely something that you can get into. So he has a few programs. Suggested. No, that's not what I want. This takes a long time, by the way. This takes a long time. Crown, fix this. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get it. No, that's not what I want. I want to see the programs. Let's go to the programs. My programs. You don't have any programs yet. Well, I'm not logged in, so that is the case. I'm going to go to the store. So I basically got this course over here, which is $1,800 right now. So definitely a little bit more expensive than my personal program. But yeah, if you want to learn everything about technical analysis, then this is definitely a solid one. There's also a beginner course for $300, and that is probably very solid too. I don't have that one myself. I only have this one, and I'm very, very bullish, very bullish, very positive about this course myself. So those are the things that I use to learn technical analysis. Oh yes, I also bought 5 more Tesla shares, but I had to sell Lemonade. I'll probably jump back onto Lemonade in the near future, but I couldn't resist Tesla at these prices. Yeah, I get that. I noticed that ARK has sold off Workhorse and Virgin Galactic. Yeah, exactly. I'm still bullish, but would like to see Workhorse change its CEO and CFO and get rid of its Lordstown shares. Yeah, so honestly, I don't really know how ARK Invest knew about like the earnings call, because they sold a few days before the earnings call, and the earnings call was pretty bad. I made a video about that, so if you want to check that out, definitely go to my Workhorse video. It was very interesting to see that ARK Invest is basically selling their entire position in Workhorse and also in Virgin Galactic. So I'm personally still slightly bullish in the long term. With the long term, I mean like a couple of years, 3 to 5 years more or less. In the short term, I definitely think we could potentially even go lower. But yeah, it's not the company that I'm most bullish on. Let's put it that way. I'm not staying for the live stream, and I don't have a question, says Vladimir. Just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful videos breaking down all the different stocks and cryptos for us and doing technical analysis. That's awesome to hear, Vladimir. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for just being here, for taking the time to watch my videos, to take the time to comment. And I've seen your comments a few times, so awesome. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that, honestly. What's up, Manoj? Hey Nesami, hope you're doing good. I am. I'm doing very well, actually. Can you give me current technical overview of GSAT? That would be great. I see the meme in front of me now, like the Michael Scott. That would be great. Meme, or whatever. Or not Michael Scott. This one, yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, anyways, you asked about GSAT, I think. Let's see. GSET. Yeah. Okay. So there are a few good things. Okay, that's good. Let's put in some levels. Oop, that's not what I want. I want to create a level here. I want to create a level here. I think over here too. A little bit less though. Huh. Looks pretty solid, honestly. Yeah, probably here. More or less like that. So, honestly, I do think it looks pretty solid for a few reasons. First of all, we have a uptrend. We have a higher low compared to this low over here, which is good. We are likely going to create a higher high compared to this high over here. So that is good too. We bounce off very nicely from the 200 EMA, so that's good. We are back above the 55 EMA, which is this white line, which is also good. We are in a pretty bullish posture on the RSI. So this is a signature that I like to see a lot. RSI, first of all, downtrending, using the white line, the EMA, as support, or sorry, resistance, crossing the EMA, then using it as support instead, and then continuing to the upside. And meanwhile, the EMA is back to the upside too. I really like this. I really like that. Stochastics seem like continuation. MACD, really like this signal too, very similar to the RSI read. First of all, we see the MACD, the blue line, below the signal line, which is this orange line. Oh, that's not what I want to show, but whatever. So then we go back above the signal line, and we use that signal line perfectly as support. So I really like that, honestly. I am bullish on this for the continuation to the upside. I do think we're going to see some resistance around 175. I do think that's going to provide some resistance, but honestly, I think this might go higher. So yeah, I like it. Let's see. Who's Michael Burry? We talked about that. Big Short. I was joking. Oh, okay, you know who he is. But don't really care what he does. Yeah, I get that. What's up, Ronald? Any thoughts about Namaste Technologies? Well, first thought is that I love the name. Let's see. So I suppose it doesn't really matter which ticker symbol I use. Let's see which one has the most volume. Namaste. Now this one has probably more value. So I suppose, is it a Canadian company? Namaste Technologies. Yeah, Canada. Okay. So let's just stay on a Canadian? The Canadian Stock Exchange. The Canadian Stock Exchange. And did you ask anything specific? So I don't know the company. I see that it's a very tiny little company. So that's cute. I don't really know anything about the earnings, so let's check out this. According to TradingView, they have $5.5 million in revenue, but it seemed to be decreasing over time, so that's too bad. According to TradingView, and I don't know if this is correct, but according to TradingView, in Q2 of 2020, they had 7 million, Q3, 5.7 million, Q4, 7.2 million, and Q1 5.5 million. Let's also go to an annual chart. That is actually increasing, so that's good. So it could be that it is like seasonal. Maybe in one quarter they seasonally have more revenue for some reason than in other seasons. Let's actually very quickly go to the website, because I don't know what this company is. Leverage Technology Wellness Marketplace. Consumers can learn about wellness products, interact with a variety of brands, and make easy, informed purchases. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my water, by the way, so I'm going to be silent for finally. I'm not going to be staying for long, by the way. I'm going to probably leave in like 15 minutes. Okay, interesting company. Interesting company. So the annual revenue does seem to be increasing, so that's pretty good. Revenue seems to be 25 million for the year 2020. So if it does have a market cap of 83 million, it has a relatively low price to sales ratio, so I like that. Technical analysis wise, I think we have a major low over here. A major low. And probably, I kind of think that that low could be considered to be at 0.2. It's very funny. Like 20 cents basically. Let's actually make this 20. I do think this is probably a pretty important level. I do imagine we're going to see a bounce more or less around this level. We can go a little bit lower potentially, like 5 to 10% lower, and then have a nice move back to the upside, honestly. RSI is very low, and yeah, usually when it is this low, as we can see over here, for example, it does go back to the upside. Here it was very low. No, wait, let's see. Look, here's it very low. Here it's also very low, but here we didn't see a low actually. Here it's also very low, and we did see a low, and right now it is very low too. If you want to be a little bit more conservative, I would probably wait for an uptrend, so higher lows, higher highs. I would probably wait for the RSI going back above the EMA and using the EMA as support. And I do like this one, honestly. I do like this signal a lot, actually. I do like that a lot. But I would probably also be waiting for the MACD going back above the signal line. So I think we're close to a bottom. Can we go a little bit further? Yes, I think so. But I do think we're close to a probably a major bottom. I don't have much time, says Cesar, for people who make money on shorting stocks. Yeah, honestly, me too. I'm fine about people doing it, but I personally think it has nothing to do with investing, and I'm into investing. Yeah, so, what do you call it? I had a thought, but my thought left. Yeah, so, shorting. I think the one good thing about shorting is that they take out the bad companies from the stock market. So these short sellers are looking for potentially bad players, bad actors, and they are kind of like uncovering these companies that seem to be doing well on paper, but in reality is just a fraud, and basically they're fooling everyone, they're fooling all the investors. So I like that. That is pretty solid in my opinion. But yeah, again, I kind of hate that people are trying to make money off of shorting stocks and basically trying to manipulate the market, basically trying to come up with all kinds of arguments. Like, for example, which one was it? I think AgEagle, right? That a research company was coming out with a very short statement basically saying, we think AgEagle is a fraud. We think AgEagle is not working with Amazon. We are short this company. And that got blown up into this massive story in AgEagle potentially being a complete fraud. A lot of people believe the story. Maybe it's true. Who knows? Maybe in a slight percentage probability it is true. But I honestly don't think it is true that they are a fraud. Maybe they're not working with Amazon, sure. But they never said they were working with Amazon. They have a non-disclosure agreement. But yeah, there are companies that are trying to take advantage of the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and take advantage of that financially, and I'm very much against that. So yeah, I do like that the short sellers, if you will, are taking out the bad actors, but I don't like that they're making money out of it. Ahmed says, this is not market related, but what are your thoughts on what is happening with the Palestinian-Israeli conflict? Honestly, I don't really have any opinion about that. I have not been following that situation, so honestly, I don't know anything about it. So yeah, I don't know that. The Dude Chef, no, that's CMLF. Oh yeah, exactly. Right. But they have CMLF as well. Yeah. Thank you, says Minaj. Good. Can you take a look at Zoom? Let's see. Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. I was looking at Sis Ask comment, by the way. I'm actually going to read that first. Thank you for muting your mic when you drink. I actually didn't mute my mic. Galley doesn't do it, and it goes right through me. I hate the noise of swallowing. It's like eating with your mouth open. That's really funny, actually. So, yeah, I actually didn't mute my mic. I could have muted my mic, but I do have a filter on my OBS settings that it doesn't pick up a sound that is below a certain threshold. So if I have like a very, like, what do you call it? A sound that's not very loud, then the mic is not going to pick it up. So yeah, that is something that I do have, but luckily you didn't hear me swallow. Okay, Zoom. Oh my god. Zoom, of course, I have been in this company before. I am not sure when I sold this company, but I kind of want to say that I kind of sold right around this moment, more or less, around the earnings, the previous earnings. Because I, was definitely bullish on Zoom, but I wanted to take out the money there because I believe that it didn't really have that much upside in the next coming years compared to some other stocks that I wanted to get in. So fundamentally wise, I am bullish about the company. I like the company. I think there is growth ahead. I think the CEO is a funny guy, but also probably a pretty good CEO. I think he is a good CEO. I think the company is growing at a rapid pace. I know that ARK Invest is adding more and more to their Zoom position lately. So let's very briefly go there. By the way, I'm going to try to leave within 10 minutes. So just to let you know. And I'll try to go through this a little bit quickly. So ARK Invest, because every day I'm looking at the ARK Invest trades. ARK Invest is accumulating shares more and more, so that's pretty good to see. And yeah, the weight in the portfolio is probably increasing. Yeah, it's definitely increasing over time too. So I like to see that. Technical analysis wise, I think we might have seen the bottom, honestly. We are still below the 55 EMA, so that's unfortunate. And we are, however, also still below the 200 EMA. RSI is going back to the upside, so I like that. MACD is going back to the upside, so I like that. Let's zoom in to see if we have any volume. We had quite a lot of volume on this low, so I kind of like that too. In general, I'm slightly bullish in the kind of like short term, next coming weeks, but I am bullish on it in the next coming months, years. So long term, very long term, macro bullish. Short term, slightly bullish. Okay, thank you so much for a great analysis. No problem, Ronald. Thank you for the question and thank you for being here. Is shorts only focused on if shorts only focus on fraudulent companies, that would be fine, yes. But we all know they will short anyone they think they can make the stock dip. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole problem I have too. What's up, Mart? Has been a good week. Is this a beautiful sign of irony? Do you think Bitcoin will hit all-time high after the recent dip? At some point, I do think, yeah. When it's going to happen, I don't know. If I have to believe Twitter, then this was an entire setup created by some people affiliated with China. And they said that they were going to bring this down to like 30,000 and then bring it up back to like 70,000. So in that case, we would hit a new all-time high. I think we will see next all-time highs. I'm not sure if that's going to happen within a few weeks. But I can see this later this year going back to previous all-time highs, honestly. So yes. Indian says, if you have to YOLO, what would be your top 3 picks? I'm not planning to YOLO. Also, how's dating coming along? Thank you for asking, honestly. Thank you for asking. It's going very well, the dating part, honestly. It's going very well. We made it official like 1.5 weeks ago, more or less. So that's good. So I officially have a girlfriend right now. And yeah, that's usually who I spend time with. By the way, you can also follow me on Instagram. That might be fun. I'm on Instagram. I think it's instagram.com/wearenesami. Let's try to figure out. Instagram.com/wearenesami. You can follow me over there. I usually post my stock o'clock videos every day over there. I don't really post a lot of other things. Sometimes I post like what do you call it? Stories. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I post stories, and I posted a story. I can't really watch it right now. That's funny, by the way. I can't really watch it right now, but you can see my previous stories, and I believe you can still see a picture of my current girlfriend. And next week, when I'm not going to be uploading, I'll probably put some stuff on Instagram too, like pictures from whatever I'm going to be doing. So anyways, back to the stream. Congrats. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Indian. Good to hear. So yeah, top 3 picks. YOLO. Let's go to my portfolio. Top 3 picks. Let's go very quickly. So if I would have to YOLO, if it's YOLO in like years or months, it depends. If it's like in multiple years, then I would say I would YOLO Lemonade. I would YOLO Stem. I'd probably YOLO Teladoc. Wait, let me revise. Teladoc? That will be one of my first ones. Upwork? And Ag Eagle. Let's make it like that. So Teladoc, I think it's very undervalued. I like it a lot. I think it has a lot of upside. I think this can go back to the previous all-time highs, which would mean a percentage of 100%. Upwork is one of the most undervalued, or one of the best valued companies in my portfolio right now. They have quite a lot of revenue, and they have a pretty low market cap according to the revenue. So I like that. And Ag Eagle would be the ultimate YOLO. This has a lot of potential upside. If they do work with Amazon, or if they do work with another major company, I think, yeah, this is going to blow up. I probably should have included crypto, but whatever. If you want to include a crypto, you can basically include any crypto to YOLO. But if you want a solid YOLO, maybe YOLO into Aave. I think Aave could be a very nice YOLO. Mark thing, yes, it has, but we need a good year or two. That was about Bitcoin. Yeah, right. Please can you check CPNG? Is the chart primed, or do we expect a slight pullback? I'm going to do that very, very quickly because I'm going to leave quite soon. I already talked about this. I already talked about this earlier on in the stream, so I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go back to the earlier on in the stream. Earnings are within 2 weeks. That was about Zoom. Yeah, that's good. What do you think about STEM competition? I like the company, but I believe there is huge competition. A huge amount of competition from Tesla and the like. That's true. I do like the fact that they are focusing a lot on the artificial intelligence part. This is like a pure smart energy play, and I believe they are basically the leader, or if not like one of the leaders. I of course like it as well that Tesla is in the space too. I think that Tesla is probably going to make it a little bit, well, not difficult. I think they can be one of the leaders alongside Tesla. I think this is not a market where one company is going to win all, but I think there are multiple companies that are going to be at the front of this whole energy space. But I do think STEM could have a moat, a benefit compared to other companies, because they are so much focusing on the artificial intelligence part of the company, And yeah, I honestly do think that STEM could be doing very well. I haven't really looked that much in, well, I can't really even talk anymore. I haven't really looked that much to the competitors, the other competitors of STEM. So that is definitely something that I want to do in the future, because I do need to do more research on STEM, honestly. I have just started a position and I want to increase my amount of knowledge about STEM, just like I've been doing with my other holdings for now. So the competition is definitely something that I want to look at more closely. But right now, I do think STEM is one of the leaders in the smart energy space. Hope that makes sense. And then the last question I'm going to answer is Mohammed's last question, and that is about Shift. Don't really have an opinion about the company itself. I don't really have an opinion about the valuation of the company. And I could have an opinion about the technical analysis. I'm trying to figure out where the important levels are. I think this one is an important level. This is a kind of like a difficult chart, honestly, because it doesn't have very fixed levels. Yeah, a little bit too here, a little bit too, I suppose. So I think right now I'm a little bit neutral about this. I like that we see a higher low compared to this low. I see a higher high compared to this high, so I like that. But we are below important moving averages, so I don't like that. Volume is low, so I don't like that. RSI below EMA, flip-flopping around. MACD below signal line. I'm kind of neutral to slightly bearish, but I kind of think we're not going to go a lot lower than, especially at this level. I don't think we're going to go lower than $6.55 more or less. And I kind of also don't think we're going to go a lot lower than $6.93 more or less. So yeah. Am I bullish? No. Am I bearish? Not really. I'm kind of neutral. And yeah, that's kind of, it doesn't really help you, does it? But for now, I'm kind of neutral. I would be more bullish if we would see a daily candlestick closure back above the 55 EMA, which right now is around $8.20. And if we see the RSI above EMA, if we see the MACD above signal line with solid volume, then I would start to be more bullish. Hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to close this off. I'm going to play some video games with my friends right now to chill a little bit. So yeah, thank you very much for being here, of course, for sharing your valuable time with me. If you want to be in the Discord chat, just to chat for free, of course, you can go to nesami.com/discord to join the Discord and yeah, just chat with us. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you're going to have a beautiful day ahead and a beautiful week ahead as well. Keep in mind, of course, next week I'm going to be taking the week off, so there's not going to be a live stream next week either. But yeah, I hope you understand. And if you want to follow me, Nesami or Instagram.com/Nesami or /WeAreNesami.